being present, being here and now with what is, because you're only ever here now, you know? If you're not here and now, where are you? You're lost in your head, you're lost in a daydream, which is how most of us spend our lives, in like a functional daydream almost. We're always going about our lives, going about our daily life, thinking about what has just happened or what might happen later, and we think as we're going about as we carry out our daily duties, we're thinking, we're lost in thought. So that's why I say it's like a functional daydream, and most of humanity spend their life in that state. So you hear all this talk, you hear all this talk of being here and now and being present and the beauty of it, being mindful, whatever you want to call it, and how if you can achieve that, the mind is very quiet, that you're not burdened by thought, the mind is completely silent, and you hear all this stuff and naturally you aspire to achieve it, you want it, just like you want to be fitter, you want to be more muscular, or you want to have more money, whatever. It just becomes another achievement. This state of mind becomes another achievement. I've spoke about it in a video I made called When It Happened to Me. I spoke about when I woke up one morning and had this completely silent mind, and how I then went off to try and achieve it again. Look, the whole thing is this. It cannot be taught. As soon as you have the intention to be present or be at one with the world, or be thoughtless, or even as soon as you have the intention to be aware of you, as soon as there is intention with the desire to achieve something, it's a paradox, because you're never going to achieve it. Let me put it like this. What intention is thought. Okay? Intention is thought. You intended on doing it, you thought about doing it. It's the same thing. I thought about doing that thing. I thought about going there. I intended on going there. If you've said that, intention is thought. Intention, thinking about it or intending on doing it, again, it's the same thing. Now, if you intend on being thoughtless or being present or being at one or just being here and now without any thoughts, if you intend, if you have the intention to do that, look at what I just said. If you see the truth of that all that means is you're thinking. You're thinking about being thoughtless. You're thinking about not thinking, in other words. Which is madness. Which is still thinking. Thinking about not thinking is still thinking. Or thinking about being present it is not to be present. Because you're thinking about being present instead of just being present. It's all a paradox. And again, the achievement. What is there to be achieved? You want to achieve this silent mind. You want to achieve to be here and now. Well, how are you going to know when you've achieved it? How do you know when you've achieved it? When you think you've achieved it. Look, you have the intention of being present. So you meditate, or you listen to whatever you do something. The intention itself is thought. So you think about being present. How do you know when you've got there? Because you think, oh, I've done it. I've stopped thinking. This is you now thinking this. So now you're thinking. If you say you've achieved it, now you're thinking. Or if you think that you've achieved present or to being at one, now you're thinking how nice it is to be not thinking. Do you see this? I know it all sounds like complete madness. So how are you going to achieve it? How would you even know when you've achieved thoughtlessness or anything like this? You'd only know when you think that you've achieved it. And as soon as you think that you've achieved it, you're thinking again.